Now let's try to play with the APIs. We have already covered the guards, middleware, and the Swagger and the controller. So here is our API. If I try to access it, I say invalid token. Let's try to, I'm not sure what should I enter, but I'm entering admin token. Okay, and I'm trying to access it here. And yeah, it works, right? It has deleted that user. So I'm passing admin token. The first auth guard will validate token is valid and set the request.user with the roles and metadata. Then we have a role guard that will check, okay, user has admin role or not. Let's say if I try to random, what is the other parameters we are setting? Valid token. Authorize. So what it is throwing 403 because I am passing valid token, but I'm not authorized. I'm not have enough permission to access this API. So access denied. This is 403, forbidden, not 401. My token is valid. So this is the difference between 401 and a 403 because my token is valid, but I don't have appropriate roles. So how can we tweak this? We are passing, I think, the user role also, right? So in the role guard, where is our decorator? In the controller, I will just pass this as a user. And I need to start my application. And after starting the application, I can access it, right? With the user role. Now user does not exist. I deleted it already. It works, right? So this is the role of auth guards. Now let's see the other building blocks, which are interceptors, how we can add the middleware. So middlewares are the entry point, right? Here, these work same as you see in the Express middleware. But here the role is, okay, I'm just doing a logging something. What is the method, what is the user, what is the content length and all. Because this is the entry point, I can log whatever I want. We can talk about the interceptors. Cache interceptor, timeout, transform interceptor, cache interceptor if I want to handle the caching. Then there is a cache interceptor, logging interceptor, timeout interceptor, and transform interceptor. And I mean, these are like validation pipes. You can also create a custom pipes by implementing a pipe transform. I wanted to explain one more thing. Exception filters. Because whenever you throw the exceptions, even you can throw the custom exceptions, make sure that you extend the HTTP exception. So in this, because you see in the Swagger docs, what are we getting here? Where this thing is coming from. Success, status code, timestamp, path, message, error. That is coming from the all exception filters. So here you can see we are sending the error response to the user, this whole object, because we wanted to get more information on the stack trace, what is the error and all. So these two things are called HTTP exception filters, all exception filter. And we are registering that at the root layer at main.ts. Let me see the filters. Yes, global filters, all exception filters, HTTP exception filters. So that is to log the information and to show that in the API response. So there are interceptors and the filters. Interceptors, logging interceptor, just logging things for our request. If you try to see the console, whenever you hit the request, we are getting lots of information. Because we are logging all these information using logging interceptors. And whenever you see exception, then HTTP exception filter is playing the role. When you are actually intercepting the request before sending it to the controller, then we are intercepting it and logging some information. So here also you can see this interceptor. It can be helpful for the logging, to know more about your request. And this interceptor can be done for the request and response both. There is a request interceptor and response interceptor. But filters are mainly used for logging the exceptions, providing more information about the exceptions. That is the filters. Interceptors can be for request and response. Same concept exists in the Angular client side. So these are all the building blocks. You don't need to worry about what code is written in them. I mean, they are just like a bare bone structure, logger middleware, log the information, logging interceptor to log the request payload. And it is all internally using the observables. You can just copy and paste them and just register them at the root level instance, and you are fine with that. This is a standard payload, standard way of defining the HTTP exceptions. You can just copy and paste it, and you can see what it is doing. It is actually getting the exception object from the request and try to log more information about it. That's it. So these are filters. So these all building blocks combined make the NestJS as a mature framework for doing everything.